Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Ready? No! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. They find some open field here. There's a nice move. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap to Stroud. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Go.
Stroud looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and 3.
70 Timberwolf.
Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. On the bootleg, Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check smash, check smash. Ready?
Back to the ground with Pierce. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready?
Stroud to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Come on, set. Set.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The Jets at 500 hit 6 and 6. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive. Begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready, break. Trap 60, trap 60.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. It's the dump off to Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. Set, cut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown! Mike Evans. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Jets defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking deep here for Mechie. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 48 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive. There he goes left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Breece Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now he's loose down the middle of the field, inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, 65 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hustle, hustle.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right? Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam.
Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready, set.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Here we go, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud completes this out wide. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready.
This a 2nd and 8. Play action. Stroud now rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Stroud will run the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
3rd and goal, Stroud. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Ready.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
17.
They'll look to throw here. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll give to Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Getting in there and finishing the play off was J. Sanders.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
That's complete to Pierce. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kick is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Here we go.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready.
Give to Hall running right. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
43 rail.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready? Go.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns.
Okay,
so that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Strike. Check strike. Set.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texan 16. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Hut, hut.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And quickly they get to the line.
That's another Jets. First down.
Black shot.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Come on, come on. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets, nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And he will score. It's a touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. Two quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be returned from deep. And he loses the football a second time. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on. Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Hold it ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jets, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring... And he loses the football a second time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
22 needle. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Warrior 70.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw here. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a bit closer.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's revert.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 59 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mega. Drill green. Set, go.
He'll drop to throw. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over.
Ready, ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be?
Pierce has it knocked loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Ready, ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Now back to throw. And he'll find Hall.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud. Caught left side by Mechie. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On the double.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J. Sanders. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and 19.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Fielded at the 33. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Right side completes to Mechie. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Cowboy 80.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check it.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
52 blasters.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set, hut.
They'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Let's go.
2nd and 5.
41-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw again. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Working the sideline, he's got Hall. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Go, Reed, go.
Final play of the half, Stroud steps away, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
10 seconds.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Clock, 10. Ready?
Straight ahead is Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Hey, blue. Set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Evans. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Jets 28. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Cougar 19. Ready?
Again, it's Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Come on.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Ready?
Pierce now up the middle. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
18 Rattler.
On second down, it's Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
Let's go now.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready?
Hand off left side, Pierce. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Go.
The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.